What's the worst idea you've ever had? Maybe it was deciding to cut your own hair. Did you tip that bag of mushrooms you found in your brother's bedroom into Grandma's risotto? Or did you decide to take a top job and then fail to outperform a lettuce? Whatever your rock-bottom brainwave was, I promise you, it was nothing on the United States Air Force in 1958. The Cold War was just warming up. The Soviets had successfully launched Sputnik, the first man-made satellite, and America was panicking at being left behind in the space race. Enter a physicist called Leonard Reiffel and a super-secret team of scientists. They sat down, put their brilliant minds together and asked, how do we show the USSR we mean business? What they devised was barely controlled madness. Today, we're asking you to take your protein pills and put your helmet on because we're heading into outer space from Project A119, the top secret, totally real plan to bomb the smile off the face of the man in the moon. I'm Steve, he's Neil, and this is
Honourable Mentions.
Honourable Mentions.
Hello, listener. How are you this fine day? As always, I hope you're well, and I'd like to thank you for joining us for another trip back through time and space, this time to 1958 and the race to the moon. But who's going to accompany us, I hear you ask? Well, I don't know about you, listener, but when I dream of shooting to the moon, there's only one man I want to see mooning back at me. Let's give a great big Houston, we have a problem to... Hello, Neil.
Hello, Steve. Can you see my moon?
Not from where you're sitting. You're going to have to stand up.
No, I'm not going to show you that bit, please. I've just had it bleached.
Ugh, what an anal bleaching.
Can I tell you about a bad idea I had?
No, it's that age-old question that we get asked more than any other, I'm afraid, we're going to have to open with today.
What's that, please?
Do you believe in 1958?
I can't say yes or no because I wasn't around. I would imagine it exists.
You're not one of these conspiracy theorists.
They couldn't have missed a year, so unless, they said it was 1958, but it actually was 1957.
58 was, of course, the year of the very first Pizza Hut.
The very first Pizza
Hut. You probably knew that already. The first hula hoops.
Yeah, I knew that. The beef-flavoured ones, I think, come out first, didn't they?
Yeah, these are the plastic hula hoops. Which one would take and gyrate around one's waist?
Oh, right, they're the boring ones.
Not the cheese or beef-flavoured hula hoops. Snacks from KP, which a box of would be very welcome.
Especially the cheese and onion ones.
Cheese and onion ones, they're very good, aren't they? Where would KP Snacks be able to reach us, Neil, if they wanted to send a box of hula hoops?
If they get hold of us at honourablementionspod@gmail.com, I'm sure we would reply to them.
We would, and we'd also very much like a box of hula hoops, thank you. Anyway, Neil, 1958, you were just about to tell me, was the year of Johnny B. Good.
Yes, that's right.
The year of the Summertime Blues and La Bamba.
La Bamba. Ba-la-la-la Bamba, whatever he says.
And the Manchester United tragedy of the Munich air crash.
Yeah, that's not nice.
It was also the year that the National Aeronautics and Space Administration came into being, better known today by its abbreviated form of...
NASA.
NASA. Did you get that, listener? I hope you did.
I worked that one out.
You worked that one out all by yourself?
Yep.
Now, Neil. Hello, Neil.
Hello.
Allow me to introduce you, please, to Leonard Reiffel.
Hi, Leonard.
Reiffel, like Eiffel, only with a R in front of it.
Or trifle without the T.
Yeah, could be thought of that way. Leonard was born in Chicago on the 30th of September, 1927, right in prime Al Capone time.
Was it? I've never heard that time before. I know, like 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, but I've never said, what's the time? It's 1:30 Al Capone time.
Do you remember back probably 20 years ago, there was Chico time?
Yeah, definitely.
He copied that off Al Capone.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it was Al Capone time.
Ah.
His father was Carl Reiffel. That's Leonard's father, not Al's.
Carl Reiffel.
Carl Reiffel. And he was a skilled silversmith.
Carl Reiffel, the silversmith.
Yeah, that's Carl, not Al.
Yeah.
Carl was credited with inventing the slide saxophone, which was a saxophone that works more like a trombone. Because...
Ah. I thought it was the kids can go up and down it.
We'll just leave that there. Leonard's mother, Sophie, was a district superintendent in the Chicago public school system. So they were really quite a well-to-do family.
Sounds like it, doesn't it? Superintendent in a school system.
Raised in an environment that blended technical ingenuity with education, young Leonard displayed an early passion for experimenting, exploring mechanical and electronic gadgets, and tinkering. Which I don't think meant he liked having a wee-wee. That's tinkling. This is tinkering with things.
You like to tinker with things.
He went to Theodore Roosevelt High School on Chicago's north side before enrolling at the Illinois Institute of Technology, IIT, and earning a Bachelor of Science degree in electrical engineering in 1947 when he was but 19 years of age.
Wow, so he got a bachelor. So if he was married, he would have got a marriage science degree.
Yes, that's how it worked. Yeah.
Cool.
He stayed at IIT to complete his master's degree in electrical engineering in 1948, followed by his doctorate, brackets, PhD, close brackets, in 1953. So he was a clever lad, wasn't he, old Lenny?
Well, it sounds like it. It took a long while for him to do it, though, didn't it? But fair play to him.
Well, not really. And he got his engineering degree at just before 10 to 8, and just before 5 to, he'd passed his doctorate.
You can do anything online, though, can't you?
That's a very good point, well made, yeah. In fact, Neil,
Yes, please.
right out of his Bachelor of Science degree, Leonard transitioned into cutting-edge nuclear physics, which is your specialist subject.
Yeah.
While studying for his master's and PhD, he worked at the University of Chicago's Institute for Nuclear Studies.
I've been there on an advisory partitions.
Advisory partitions? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, did it go well
It was really very good. Yes, very well divided.
in your partitions?
Yep.
So he was there at the University of Chicago's Institute for Nuclear Studies in 1938, which would have been before you got there, where he assisted the Nobel Prize winner Enrico Fermi. Did you know him?
Yes, yeah, I've met him a couple of times.
To design and build a massive 450-inch synchro cyclotron particle accelerator.
Yeah, that's what I was helping him out with.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's a coincidence, because I built one of those in my shed for some empty washing up bottles, an old bicycle chain and some sticky back plastic.
And how'd that go for you?
It didn't work entirely as I wanted, but I did collide an air raid siren with a sex worker and accidentally created Miley Cyrus.
That's fair enough.
Back in the Illinois Institute of Technology, we're back there now,
Eat.
Leonard eventually became Group Vice President of the IIT Research Institute.
Yeah, I agreed that to happen.
During his tenure, he patented over 50 different inventions, none of which were intended to help people with poor anal hygiene.
This is my one.
And he collaborated with German scientists as part of something called Operation Paperclip, working on an early prototype for a rail gun.
A rail gun? Is that so you can put train lines down really quick?
You don't know what a rail gun is, do you, Neil?
I don't know what a rail gun is. No, please.
It's a futuristic weapon using electricity and magnetism to launch projectiles at hypersonic speeds rather than relying on old-fashioned nonsense like gunpowder.
Oh, I was thinking of a nail gun.
I'm surprised they invited you and didn't invite me, because if they wanted magnetism, I've got plenty. But it's fairly animal.
Mm.
In 1958, with all his qualifications and inventions and experience and all that, Leonard was approached by the United States Air Force and the Armour Research Foundation to lead a top secret project codenamed A119.
A119. I've been on that. It's a nice road.
A project so secret that even after all this time, once I tell you, I'm going to have you disappear and be replaced with a new Neil.
No such thing. Can't do it. I'm irreplaceable.
Nothing personal.
I'm irreplaceable. There's only one me.
Hello, New Deal.
Bonjour. You can't make another one of me. I'm not going to let you.
That's what you think. You don't know what's just happened. A top secret Project A119 went by a just in case it gets leaked name of a study of lunar research flights.
We're very top secret because you know about it.
Yeah, but as I say, I have animal magnetism. For all its names, the project aim remained the same because they never did change the game.
That rhymed.
Didn't know I could do all this rap like the kids do these days, did you?
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Can you do beatboxing?
No.
Go on.
They always win. I can't do it. I can't break them up. I have to use scissors.
No. God bless you. No. God bless you. No. I'm not talking about your physical boxes. No. I'm talking about beatboxing like the kids do these days when they make noises like a drum machine, etc.
Oh, when they spit all over their hands? No, I can't do it.
You can't even do that, even though it doesn't involve physical boxes.
No, I can roll my R's. That's about it. There you go. That's me. That's done. Roll my R's, not roll my arse.
That's twice you mentioned your bottom during this podcast.
I rub my arse. I quite like rubbing my arse. I've got a nice
You
arse.
love your
but I don't rub
arse.
my arse. I love my arse, yeah.
Anyway, New Deal. Hello, New Deal. Leonard Reiffel's Project A119 was to be a public relations stunt meant to terrorize the Soviet Union and boost American morale. When they launched Sputnik, the USSR may have taken an early lead in the space race. But now the Americans were going to laugh in their face by blowing up the moon with a nuclear missile, which will cause a flash and a mushroom cloud visible from Earth with the naked eye. That'll show them and prove America's absolute technical and ballistic dominance. So near to you, Ivan, with your big furry hats and weird cabbage fixation.
You can't say that.
Well, they went bragging about Sputnik. We've got Sputnik. What are you going to do? I'll show you. God damn it, I'll show you what we're going to do, boy. That's my American impression. We're going to blow up the goddamn moon. You call me Pinko? Cool. That's what they'd have said, you see. Like that. The other, not quite as mental goal, was to analyse lunar dust, study the seismic activity from the blast, and look for organic molecules on the moon.
I would imagine there should be some on there.
Leonard recruited an elite team of scientists, which included a young man called Carl Sagan.
Carl Sagan, that doesn't ring a bell.
Who was hired to undertake mathematical modelling on the expansion of an exploding dust cloud in the space around the moon. This was key to calculating the visibility of such a cloud from the Earth, upon which we'd all be stood to look at this explosion on the moon.
But why would you blow the moon up, please? That's ridiculous. Anyway, it's made of cheese.
I didn't know it wasn't at this stage. At the time, scientists still believe there might be microbial life on the moon, and Sagan had suggested if they were going to cause a nuclear explosion anywhere, it might as well be used to detect organisms. Said organisms. So, yeah, it's worth a go.
It's worth trying, isn't it?
Anyway, this Carl Sagan, what it is, what you've never heard of.
Yeah.
He would go on to become one of the most famous science communicators in history.
It means he can talk.
In books and on American TV and radio, he had a unique gift for taking complex astrophysics and translating it into poetic, awe-inspiring ideas that simple everyday folk could understand.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That's a bit like us here, isn't it? We take history, which can be quite complex and can be just, let's face it, a dry list of dates and treaties, and we put it across to the listener. Hello, listener. They were still
I
there.
haven't had any treaties. What treaties have you got?
Oh, I get them regularly. Smarties, fruit pastels.
Dear,
Yeah.
they're supposed to be to share.
Anyway, now we're back to Carl Sagan.
Yes, please.
He pioneered the study of potential life on other planets.
Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting.
And this is the bit I find interesting. And his suggestion on the 14th of February, 1990, at 4:48 a.m. GMT.
Yeah, Greenwich Mean Time, that means,
Greenwich
doesn't
Mean
it?
Time, which we have here in our blight here.
Yeah, the proper time.
NASA, do you remember them?
Yeah.
Turned the Voyager 1 camera back around towards Earth when it was 3.7 billion miles away,
Wow.
or 6 billion kilometres. The resulting photo is one of the most famous ever taken, as it shows Earth as a tiny speck of light caught in a sunbeam. Known as the pale blue dot, the image revealed for the first time just how small, fragile, and insignificant we truly are in the vastness of our universe.
We are. We're a little speck. We're not even a grain of sand.
No, that's right. A bit like your John Thomas in your underpants.
At least mine's in my underpants and not protruding from my forehead.
Anyway, for now, Carl Sagan was helping to nuke the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, the scientists requested a heavy hydrogen bomb, as they
Why
probably
heavy?
would, because that's what they needed to blow up the moon,
I suppose it
Well,
drops quicker.
the portion of the moon that they required. But then they remembered that they hadn't invented rockets capable of carrying the weight yet. But that was a dull moment,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Dull.
Stupid.
Yeah. So they had to compromise and order a lightweight W-25 nuclear warhead with a relatively small 1.7 kilotron yield from the Sears catalogue instead.
Yeah, that's what I advised them, because they asked me what I'd advised, and I said that one.
Eventually, they agreed on the cherry red and cream with the tail fins.
Nice.
Hello, New Deal.
Hello.
Would you like to tell the listener what the lunar terminator is, please?
Yeah, it was Arnold Schwarzenegger, wasn't it?
I knew you'd go there.
Is it a box in your electricity area when there's a shortage? It stops everything. It shuts things up. So, perhaps I should wire you into one.
Can you do a Arnold Terminator impression?
45mm.
You don't really know what the lunar terminator is, please. And I bet right now at home our listener is jumping up and down and shouting, or whatever device it is they choose to stream their podcasts. Because it is, of course, the border between the light and dark sides of the moon.
So it's a shadow.
Is that bit where you've got the light part on one side and you've got the dark part on the other side, and the lunar terminator is the name for that piece?
Just the dark side, or the shadow, the bit you can't see. Why'd I have to give it a bloody name? It's ridiculous.
Because it's the... Anyway,
Ridiculous.
why am I
Anyway.
telling you about the lunar terminator, please, Neil?
God knows.
Because that's why they wanted to detonate their bomb. Now, here's a word that never gets used anywhere other than in tabloid newspapers.
Be like plimsoll.
Plimsoll never gets used anywhere other than in tabloid newspapers.
Yeah.
I was thinking more of boffins.
Boffins.
Well, no one ever calls anyone a boffin, do they? What do you do for your job? Oh, I'm a boffin. We had COVID and it was like boffins working on the COVID vaccine. All that sort of stuff, wasn't it?
It was, you're right there, Stephen. Yes. Yeah, yes, you're right, yes.
It's better. No one says boffins other than the papers.
Yeah, you're right, Steve, yeah.
Anyway, Leonard and his boffins wanted to detonate their bomb on the lunar terminator, as we've said, as this would ensure that the sun illuminated the resulting debris cloud, making it brilliantly visible to onlookers on Earth and keep those big cigar-chomping generals off their ass.
Well, we'll still be able to see the bat signal if we need to.
Oh, yeah, they'll make sure of that.
No, that's right. That's okay. Good.
You okay?
Yeah, I feel all right now about it. Oof.
But, Neil,
Yeah. What? Not again. Just say it.
But, Neil, among all their algebra and calculus and charts and snarling military men in green uniforms, nobody realised that back in the USSR...
Back in the US, back in the US, back in the USSR.
That's the Beatles.
Yeah.
Was that actually the Beatles, or was that you doing a Beatles impression?
No, I didn't do anything.
The Soviets had their own lunar program known as the E-series.
Oh, a bit like Mercedes.
E1, E2 and E3 were spacecraft intended to reach and photograph the moon. The E's a Good project was designed to make E's refined, E's sublime, E makes you feel fine. Although it's maligned and misunderstood, even though E's a real cloud pleaser. E's ever so good, E's Ebenezer good, E's a good, E's a good. You're joining in? It's Ebenezer good.
Don't want to.
And then there was E4 of Plan 2.
Another TV channel for Channel 4.
No. The Russians, or the Soviets, had a Plan 2. Detonate a nuclear device on the moon.
No, they didn't.
They did.
Where'd they get that idea from?
At the same time, all together, all at once, without the other knowing what the other were doing.
So I think the Russians' offices, they were going, right, ski, we need to get this bomb ski on the moon ski. And then the American ones are going, okay, gentlemen, there we go. We got to get this down here. And they're going to save the world. They're going to bomb this. And everyone's a gentleman. Let's make this happen, gentlemen.
So the first part of that, when you were speaking Russian, what were they saying?
They said we need to get this bomb on the moon as quick as we can, please.
All right, so it all ties in. That's very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The purpose for the USSR was the same as the Americans, prestige and intimidation. So it was all really one great big dick swinging contest, wasn't it?
Yeah, they might as well just got them out, might they? Just said, yeah, there's our entry. And then someone said, no, put your bum away.
The Soviets wanted to show that their rockets could not just deliver satellites, but nuclear payloads to distant targets if they had to, even if it was like the moon and everything. But oh no, Neil. Oh no.
What?
Oh no, Neil.
Goodness me, what, Stephen?
Sometime in 1959, American military commanders...
Yes.
American military... Commanders told Leonard's goofy science gang to put down whatever they were doing and file out to the parking lot to have their minds wiped. I mean, to take part in the fire drill.
Yeah, had their minds swiped. It's a bit like Men in Black, that sort of thing. They just fired something in their eyes.
Project A119 was suddenly at an end. Years later, Leonard said, I made it clear at the time there would be a huge cost to science of destroying a pristine lunar environment, but the US Air Force were mainly concerned about how a nuclear explosion would play on Earth. Which translates into military speak as, sit down, you snivelling Poindexter. So that's what they always say when they talk to smart people in movies. They always call them Poindexter.
Where's a Poindexter? That's a very nice word. I like that.
You like that there? You can use it. I think it's an American term for someone who's a bit smart.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you what, Neil. Hold on to your ribs.
What?
I think it might be an American term for what we would call a boffin.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Blessed are we with the gift of laughter.
Leonard said the blast would have a little environmental impact on Earth, but its crater would ruin the face of the man on the moon.
It will have effect on Earth because the moon is solely responsible for the tides of the sea.
The changing of the seasons and the tides of the sea.
Yeah.
So who's the one who's driving me berserk?
Probably me.
And why do only fools and horses work?
I don't know. That's a good question. That is a very good question.
Andy confirmed back in the late 50s, this is Lionel again now.
All right, okay.
It was certainly technically feasible that an intercontinental ballistic nuclear missile would have been capable of hitting a target on the moon with an accuracy of 2 miles.
That's a bit of a... Yeah, it's not near. How much if you had a delivery and they said, yeah, we'll deliver it to you somewhere around within 2 miles?
They do. They send you a picture and say, we delivered your parcel and it's up an unidentified tree. How am I supposed to find that? So, Neil.
Bonjour.
Hello, Neil. What was the reason the military chiefs called it all off, Neil, please?
Due to financial restraints.
Not entirely, no.
They couldn't find anybody good enough to shoot the missile.
What, in America?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? They'd all be willing to shoot the missile. Yeehaw! Wouldn't they?
Yeah, but I mean, within an accuracy and a professional manner like our military.
No, probably not. That's true. Some massive nerd had pointed out that, like the Northampton Town football stadium, the moon has no atmosphere.
Right, that's true.
Meaning the impressively terrifying mushroom cloud the military wanted to produce was impossible. It could not happen. You'd have thought Carl Sagan would have pointed that out at the very beginning. Imagine, though, how foolish they were made to look 2 decades later, when documentary footage of an exploding Death Star eventually found its way to Earth.
I know.
Because that exploded proper, didn't it? That was in space.
It did explode properly, yeah. Just with one missile as well.
Yeah.
Bullseye.
You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home. As if that wasn't bad enough, they also had one of those mamby-pamby, heavy bummer, limp-wristed, whiny liberal hippie types who got all up into someone's ear about what if the rocket malfunctioned or exploded during launch, then they risked showering nuclear fallout directly over the US of States.
You're a heavy bummer.
In March 1959, Carl Sagan applied for the prestigious Miller Institute Graduate Fellowship to Berkeley, I don't know how they say that over there, where it is believed he let slip small pieces of information about the work he was engaged in with Project A119.
No, he didn't let it slip. What a plonker.
Speaking many years later, Leonard remembered, it was well known that the existence of this project was top secret. We already said this.
Yeah, how's it well known if it was top secret?
It was well known that it was top secret. Not the project was well known because it was top secret.
Oh, it's a idiot.
Had Sagan wanted to make any disclosures to any party as his boss at the time, I would have had to take forward any such request. An Air Force permission would have been extremely unlikely.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Leonard said, Carl Sagan breached security in March 1959. Although the lid was quickly slammed shut, the incident did add weight to suspicions that instead of cheering and ticker-tape parades, maybe severe public and international condemnation may meet their new king of the moon instead.
Who was the new king of the moon?
Listen, I see where you've come from there, Neil. There wasn't a new king of the moon, which, of course, in 1958-59 would have been Elvis.
Yes, of course it would.
They weren't on about a new king of the moon. They're talking about the new king, N-U-K-I-N-G, as in like to vomit, but with an N rather than a P, of the moon.
Oh, okay. Bombing it.
Yeah, particularly with a nuclear device.
Anyway, when they slam shut the lid on it, do you think they burped it like you do with Tupperware?
Yes.
Yeah, you'll have to, wouldn't you?
What about those commie pinkos over in Russia, please, Neil?
I would have thought they had said the same thing.
Well, Project E4 was also abandoned due to fears about launch safety.
Launch safety?
They're very particular about having launch in the middle of the day, weren't they?
Yeah.
Whether they thought their sandwiches were getting poisoned, I don't know.
Well, perhaps if you've been at the fridge for 4 hours, then it becomes a bit dodgy, doesn't it?
I suppose they had to take their lunch with them. Yes, into these places. They didn't have refrigerators because of the work they were carrying out with nuclear devices, and your Billy Bear slice could go off inside your sandwich.
Yeah.
Ultimately, without one knowing what the other one was up to, both nations abandoned their moon-based nuclear grandstanding in favour of peaceful exploration, culminating in the 1967 Outer Space Treaty, which officially banned nuclear weapons on any celestial body. It's been noted you have a celestial body, Neil.
Yeah, I won't get shot then, will I?
You got any warheads under your armpits?
No, just hair.
In all, Leonard produced 8 reports between May 1958 and January 1959 on the feasibility of the plan, all of which were destroyed in 1987 by the Armour Research Foundation. He said he does not know why the plans were scrapped. This is Leonard saying this.
Yeah, why have you scrapped them? Did all that work on it?
But thankfully, the thinking changed. I'm horrified that such a gesture to sway public opinion was ever considered, even though I worked on it for 2 years. Remember, this was all a decade before Neil Armstrong took one giant step for mankind.
Mm-hmm.
Human beings' first contact with another world could have been to explode a nuclear bomb on it rather than just take a walk.
Well, see, that's where it should be in life, shouldn't it? You shouldn't think to yourself, I'm going to blow that up. You think to yourself, I'm going to have a walk around it.
Yeah, have a bit of a stroll, see if I can spot myself any clangers.
Yeah.
If Project A119 had gone ahead, would we have ever gone up there in the first place, or would we have just faked the whole thing in a Hollywood soundstage?
Well, there is that.
Do you see what I did there?
Yeah, I'm a conspiracy.
I'm alluding to the conspiracy theorists.
Yes. Some of them are quite convincing. I've said it now. I can't take it back.
No, they're not. Which ones do you find convincing, please, Neil? It better not involve Mr. Potato Head again.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
What are the other ones?
Oh, I can't say any more now. There's all had Mr. Potato Head in them. Just said the phone one that's found it sounded quite interesting, which is more than I can say for this podcast.
In fact, after he'd finished working on a study of lunar research flights, which, if we remember, was the alternative name for Project A119,
Mm-hmm.
Leonard Reiffel was involved in several positions in NASA's Apollo program, which is the ones that allegedly sent man to the moon, just to keep you on side, moving from being a consultant on the possibility of life on the moon to become deputy director from 1965 to 1969.
There's no life on the moon.
They didn't know that then because we hadn't been. We went in 1969.
There is life in space. There is. Got to be.
I think it's virtually impossible that there is not life somewhere out there in the universe because it is massive beyond all human comprehension.
It is huge. Can't get your head around it.
You ready for this?
Hmm?
The Earth travels at 67,000 miles per hour around the sun.
Yeah.
Our solar system travels around our galaxy at 490,000 miles per hour. Our Milky Way galaxy travels in space at an astonishing speed of 1.3 million miles per hour.
Yeah.
And that's why you're just standing still.
Yeah, the Earth is not still. We're travelling. We're going like a spiral through space around the sun. There you go. Interesting, or what?
We spoke about the blue dot picture, didn't we?
Yes, we did speak of that blue dot picture.
And that was 6 million kilometres away.
Mm.
And people say, that's not real. Why can't we see other stars? Because they're not that close.
Nowhere near us.
I digress. We digress.
Yeah, we do digress. Quite different colours sometimes. We like doing that.
Red, white and blue. Star-Spangled Banner. Probably insulted several Americans by that out-of-tune recital, and I bothered the dog as well. He was minding his own business. Tell me, boy, can you see
At this point, listeners, we should just leave them and carry on while we continue with our lives.
That's a loving rendition of our colonial cousins, the Americans' national anthem.
You could say loving.
He chaired the Interagency Manned Spaceflight Experiments Board for several years, did Lenny.
Right.
He became a popular TV presenter and inventor and worked on shows such as the Emmy Award-winning Backyard Safari, which
Never heard of it.
over here, and another award winner called The World Tomorrow, which I don't think we had over here. He later moved into art as a renowned authenticator, investigating the authenticity of paintings by Edouard Manet.
I've heard of him.
Between that, he invented the telestrator.
Never heard of it.
Which is a device that allows its operator to draw freehand over a moving or still video image, which is still often used in sports broadcasting or by weather presenters. You know what I mean now? Now I've described that.
Yes, when they can draw like a cock and ball shape on it and pretend to follow the formation of a football team. Because that's what I'd do if I was on there.
In 1979, Leonard published the science fiction novel The Contaminant, He also acted as a consultant to the governments of Belarus and Ukraine following the Chernobyl incident. But apart from that, and being a general menace to the clangers, what did he actually do with his life, Neil?
Not a lot, I would say.
Sadly, Leonard died in Chicago in April 2017 of pancreatic cancer at the age of 89.
That's not nice.
He had a fun old life, didn't he? He did actually do
Yeah,
quite a lot.
he did
We were
have a
being
good life,
flippant
yeah.
there, listener. We were being flippant when we said, what did he do with his life? Because he crammed it full of incident. That's what he did with his life.
Horrible thing. Cancer. Disgusting thing.
Anyway, on that bombshell, see what I did there?
That's very good. Steve, that was just professionalism to this highest level.
Hello, Neil. Would you like to please remind the listener where they can get us on the social media and how they can get in touch? But before you do, I'd just like to say to them, hello, listener. We love you. And what we'd like you to do is when you see us on social media, please spare a minute to make a comment, ask us questions. Some of you have been doing that already and we do appreciate it. Or to share. The more people get to hear about us, the more listeners we get and the more fun we all have together. At the moment, it's just us three. So if you could, listener, please contact us via...
Hello, listener. You can get us on honourablementionspod@gmail.com. You can also get us through wherever you stream your music, from Spotify and things like YouTube, etc., etc. We are also on social medias such as Instagram, Discord, Reddit, Facebook, etc., etc., and the TikTok.
Thank you once again for listening to
Honourable Mentions.
And if no one blows up the moon in the meantime, we'll join you again next week for lots more fun and frippery as we flip back through history on
Honourable Mentions.
Bye.
Hello there. Thank you for listening to Honourable Mentions Hilarious History. And for making it this far. What did you think to all that? Our bright idea to nuke the moon. At least we saw sense in the end. Which is more than I can say about those two bumbling idiots they have presenting this. The primest candidates I ever saw for firing into a black hole for the betterment of humanity. Anyway, they recharged my batteries. Just to say that Honourable Mentions, Hilarious History, was researched by Stephen Webb and is an Uncover Brothers production. Please do like and share because it really helps. If you like the theme tune they have each week, and who doesn't? Best bit if you ask me, it was written and performed by Peppy and the Bandits, and you can hear more from them wherever you stream your music. Thank you, listener. Please join us again next week. Love you. Bye.